And action. Alright, so if you're following my journey, which started January 1st, 2025, you are aware that I am in the process of quitting my job. I am giving them my 5 months notice, which is quite a notice. And I'm retiring, and I'm living entirely off of the money that I save until then, and selling options in the stock market. So you say, how do you do that? Well, first of all, you have to have a mega savings, and second of all, you have to be good at options in the stock market. So I wanted to help those who want to join me on my journey to become a NEET. If you're not familiar, I've got a video on being a NEET. It means that you're not doing anything, and that is my goal for life. I am an underachiever, and how are we going to get there? All right. So I'm sure you're familiar with the concept of firing. All right, it stands for financial independence, retire early, and there's a movement online of people who are attempting to fire. Okay, and I've got a handy little graphic here I wanted to share with you. So how do you fire? All right, well, firing is your annual expenditures times 25. Okay, you need to have that in a lump sum in like a high yield savings account, and then you would probably put that in the S&P 500 or some sort of mutual fund according to Dave Ramsey. And then what you would do is you would take 4% out a year, and then you can live off of that because it's just going to keep compounding, and then there you go, you're retired. All right, there's another concept out there called fat firing. All right, that means that you essentially have way more big money, and this will give you over $100,000 a year. And I don't understand really the point of fat firing. You want to live a lavish life, but then you don't want to do anything. It sounds awesome. Okay, so I've got a new concept, and I'm going to teach you about it, and it'll get you to that financial freedom and that NEETdom that you desire. So let's get right into that. All right, just let me get on here. Small fire, which is annual expenditures. Alright, so the concept is what I've liked to call small fire, which is going to be defined as your annual expenses in cash. Alright, you want to have 100% of this money in cash so you can live an entire year off of that lump sum. And it is also known as a mini retirement, alright, because this isn't the type of fire that's going to last, alright. I know it's financial independence, retire early. Well, this is a mini fire. I should have called it mini fire. This is a small fire because you're actually not retiring early. You're taking a year off because you're exhausted and you want to be a NEET, and you just want to spend all your time playing video games. Or no, we want to make some more YouTube videos. As you saw in my last one, the goal is to sustain your life by telling other people to make YouTube videos to sustain your life. I can't keep giving away the sauce. So how do you calculate your annual expenses? Well, it's easy. You just track everything you do. I would recommend the Rocket Mortgage. Wait, it's not the Rocket Mortgage app. Let me see what it's called. The Rocket Money app. And that's a great way for tracking. Where are we going with that? Okay, so your number. FIBAN. F-I-B-A-N. Alright, so we're doing a little rebrand here. We're calling it the Financially Independent Become a NEET. We're calling it FIBAN, okay? Your FIBAN number is 1 year of your annual expenses in cash, lump sum, and divided by 12. Well, no, you don't divide it. That's just it, alright? One year, 1 year worth of cash, and then you're going to run out, alright? And you're going to plan what you're going to do after that on the ride, so it's not going to be super stressful. You got a year to decide what you're going to do. There's a few components of your FIBAN number, alright? You've got your yearly expenses. How do you figure that one out, alright? You got some fixed costs in there. Your rent, we don't have insurance on this plan, alright? You can get it, try and get that Medicaid if you can. You've got your fixed cost of insurance. No. Expenses, rent, alright? You're spending your money on things you don't need. What am I talking about? So your FIBAN, it breaks down into a few components. You have your fixed cost, which is going to be your rent. It's going to be your, it's not your internet because we're going no surf, alright? We're going to cut costs, alright? But your fixed cost will be your rent. I think that's the number one thing. Everything else you can fudge. And what is some fixed costs? I don't know. What exactly do we spend money on? Food is not a fixed cost. I mean, insurance. All right, I'm having a time coming up with these fixed costs. I guess I don't have a lot. You've just got your rent, car insurance, and everything else. Maybe like your phone bill. Everything else is expendable. It's cuttable. We're getting rid of it. All right, we're going no surf. All right, we're getting rid of the internet. That'll save us money. We're going basic phone service, $10 a month, $10, $15 a month. We're just getting talk, no data, no nothing. All right. And then you've got your non-fixed costs, which we call your luxuries, and those are things like food, okay? You're going to really want to cut back on your eating. It's fine for me. I can live off of large pizzas from Little Caesars. It's not so easy for some people, all right? But you're going to want to calculate how much you need to eat, like the bare bones minimum. This is called your FIBAN number, and this is up to you to figure out because honestly it's going to be different for everyone. Just know that by the end of the year, what can you save up in 5 months? That's your FIBAN number, all right? So we're starting today in savings, and I have till the end of May when my lease is up, and I don't know where I'm gonna live. That might be a fixed cost that I'm removing. We're gonna figure this out, all right? But I think you guys should join me. The first thing we're gonna do in the next video is we're gonna try and figure out our true FIBAN number. I think you guys should figure that one out too. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to do a test run. We're going to say, can I live a week on my true FIBAN number, all right? And you're going to break down all your expenses. Gasoline, we're walking. Really, this is going to be, I mean, it's a small fire, so we're going to be lighting small fires, you know. All right, so all in all, the moral of the story is we've got to save some money and see how much can you make selling options. How much can you make on YouTube telling people to subscribe, and then how much have you saved in your savings account? So let's come up with that number. You've got the components. You've got the secret sauce, all right? And firing is not for everyone, but some of us are just tired of working, and we need a break. And you'll realize that the soul-sucking life of retail doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. It's fake. It's made up. Like, it's my own destiny I've created. And I gotta work, but it's not gonna be for the company I'm working for, if that makes sense. I'll be doing work on the channel. It's gonna go well. My goal, for those of you still here, oh man, my lens cap's dusty. Let me know if I need to clean that. Million views on YouTube this year. I'm calling it now. We're gonna fire, but it's gonna be small, and then we're gonna free everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. I'll update you when I get my fire number, and we'll keep rolling. Thank you, and good night. Good night and good